Hi, this is Rare Find number 4 in my estate sale tarot find series, where I document rare, vintage, and out-of-print decks discovered in an estate sale collection. In this walkthrough, I'm showing the Vampire Tarot. That includes cards, guidebook, box, packaging, condition, artwork, collector's details, before the deck moves on to its next home. Stop doing. These decks will be listed soon on eBay or Etsy. I'll put in the comments when they are up for sale and when they have sold. So tell me in the comments, would you keep this deck, read with it, or sell it for another collector? And sorry about the rain. Let's get going. Well, hi, look at this big box we got here. Is it even fitting in camera? Not great, but we'll go with it. So this is the Vampire Tarot. I've seen this box around quite a bit. So let's take a look on the inside. It's a beautiful, beautiful box. So here it comes right at you. There we go. Yep. Okay, so Vampire Tarot. First impression. Well, the one thing I did notice, and I'm going to put these in order and we can go through them, but look at that. I don't know if that's intentional. Do you see what I'm doing? Those are sharp corners. Now, for a Vampire Tarot, was that intentional? I really want to know, because most cards are rounded, so you don't hurt yourself. But the Vampire Tarot, yeah, no, it's sharp. It's pointy. The Vampire Tarot, this is the book, Robert M. Place. It's by St. Martin's Press, New York. This is like, I don't know if this, yeah, it's got a crease. So it has been opened. It really does not feel like it's been opened hard at all. This is July 2009. 3 years off of 20 years. Not bad. Are we going to get anything else from here? Acknowledgements, the Vampire Tarot, introduction. We got a lot of story here. We got a lot of, well, here's some of the old cards, not these cards. More story. Mythology of Dracula. So now we're getting in the Dracula genre and mythology. What is this? The Vampire Tarot Trumps. Okay, so now we're starting to talk about the vampire. We're on 145 before we even do that. So that's a lot of history in here. Cool. Vampire Trumps. Jonathan the Fool. Here says Marseille. So this might not exactly follow the Rider-Waite-Smith in the Tarot of Marseille. So this is more of Marseille deck. The minor suits. So if we were going to look and say we have 4 elements, we have north, south, east, west, spring, summer, winter, fall. What is this? The most important association, however, was between the 4 elements and the 4 liquid substances of the body called humors. The 4 humors: phlegm, blood, black bile, and yellow bile. What were believed to be manifestations of the corresponding 4 elements: water, air, earth, and fire in the human body, and were the sources of 4 temperaments: sluggish, cheerful, sad, and vindictive. Wow, that's kind of cool and kind of gross. Wow, we're still not really getting into the cards. Holy water. I'm guessing that's cups. Knives. I'm guessing that probably swords. Flowers. Pentacles. Is it going to tell me? Garlic flower. Well, that makes sense, doesn't it? So garlic flowers. And then the stakes. So I'm guessing stakes would be the wands, right? Did not find the page that said that. Okay, we've got all these. Wow, this is a big spread. So it does have spreads at the back. Here's the notes. So we're going to look at, okay, the footnotes. Sure. Yeah, biographies about the author. Beautiful book. Yeah, definitely it has been opened. There's your crease there. But either way, it's gorgeous. Gorgeous. All right, go up here. Now, this plastic, boy, does that bring back the Blockbuster videos. Honestly, when I first saw that, I was, oh my God, this Blockbuster video. So here we have our sharp-edged. These are the backs, which honestly, it's one of the coolest backs I have seen. Yum, yum, that. Am I going to go through all the cards? Maybe. I think what that's your garlic flower, which I wouldn't know that if I hadn't read that. I would have thought that's just a flower. Queen of Knives, Alan Terry. So I guess there's a lore behind all the people. Carmilla, Knave of Holy Water. Okay, so there's a whole genre. Okay, I'm going to put this in order. Okay, everything's in order, and I thought what I would do is also compare it to a Rider-Waite. And I say that because Pamela Coleman Smith is in this deck. So I thought, hey, let's do that. So we have the Fool, which is Jonathan the Fool, and I think there's been quite a few movies about that. Then we have the Magician, very similar. The High Priestess, Mina, not quite sure. I mean, I could read her, but she's been bitten, so. We have the Brides as the Empress, so the Brides of Dracula. And we have the Empress, so that's your feminine. Masculine, we have the Count and the Emperor. For the Hierophant, we have Van Helsing. The Lovers, I guess. The Chariot and the Wagon, good for the times. Strength. Okay, so this is where it changes. So the Justice and the Strength are switched out on this one. So the Rider-Waite is the Strength and then the Justice, and this is the Justice and then the Strength. But the Justice, like it's Vigilante Justice. Pretty cool. Then we have the Hermit. That is a creepy hermit. The Fates and the Wheel of Fortune. That makes sense. Justice and Strength. So here we are where they changed. And the Strength, is that a werewolf? Oh, got a little boob action. We can't look at that. So we got the Hangman and the Madman. But we do have spiders hanging. So a little bit going to start looking in the camera and I won't be sideways. There we go. We have Death and Death. So you got a spike. Okay. Temperance and Temperance. Wow. That is a little bit disturbing. We have the Devil and the Devil. That makes sense. We have the Tower and the Tower. So this tower is not coming down. We have the Star and the Star. The Moon and the Moon. So the moon is more personified here. We have the Sun and the Sun. Yes, the sun will burn you. We have Judgment and Judgment. Still coming out of the graves. We do have the horn still. No one's blowing on this one though. He's just coming out. We have the World and the World. Like so many different things going on here. Now we're going to start with the aces. So the Ace of Cups, which is the Holy Water. The Holy Water on this one, is this the Fountain of Youth? Because it's coming out of the tree. 2 of Cups, 3 of Cups. Don't know what's going on there. 4 of Cups. Someone's saying no, so maybe 5 of Cups. I don't know if she's on a laptop. A little more modern here. She's got an oil lamp, but she's on a laptop. 6. Is that his daughter or ex from a long time ago? 7. I guess it's what door you pick. Wealth, creepy, and nothing. Good choices. The 8. Walking away. I don't know. 9. I don't know. 10. Wow. Happily ever after and cobwebs. Getting stuck. I don't know. Here's the Page. This is the Knave. This is Carmilla. I'm guessing that might have been one of the wives. This is Joseph Sheridan Le Femme. Not 100% on who that is. And here she is. Queen of the Holy Water. Pamela Coleman Smith. That's why I'm using her deck. Her illustrations for the deck. That's interesting. I don't know what the lore is behind putting her in here. And the King of Cups, which is Sir Henry Irving. The Pentacles is the garlic flower. I was saying when I first went through it that I would not know that was a garlic flower. But if you look at the ace, it is giving garlic flower, right? Definitely garlic flower. 2, that makes sense. All right. 3, being creative, but she's alone. 4, keeping all the money. 5, why would he even go there? 6, give and take. Oh, so they're sharing blood or she's giving. 7, turning into bats. Well, I don't know. 8. Oh yeah, make all those coffins. Sure thing. 9. I guess they can't go out in the sun, but they can see the beautiful gardens that they can never see in the sun. Maybe you're a vampire. 10 is about wealth. All right. Page is Lord Ruthven. Looks like he might be a vampire. John Polidori, the Knight of Garlic Flowers. Queen is Florence Stoker and Bram Stoker. So there is the Pentacles. Now we're going to go into swords. And these look like swords and knives and every other thing that's going to stabby. So the ace and the cross swords for 2 and the swords in the heart for 3. 4. Well, we have a crypt, so kind of the same. 5. He's making swords. 6. Yeah, traveling on the boat to America. There you go. 7. Well, that is sneaky, coming through the window. Sure thing. 8. So yes, feeling trapped, but she can get out easily, and that looks very much like she's not getting out of there with that unless she chews off her hand. Dark? Yes. 9. Worry. Oh my gosh. Honestly, the vampire with the 2 front teeth like that, I find that to be the creepiest. And 10. Yes, well, bones. So definitely gone through the pain. Page, the nightmare of life and death. Okay. Samuel Taylor Coleridge. I guess the information would be in the book. Ellen Terry. Looking very innocent. So, and Lord Byron. Now we're into the wands. And of course, we're going to have the religious stake. Stake through the heart. Ace. The 2. The 3. Wolfpack. Interesting. 4. 5. I don't understand that one. It's like, are you going to fight me? The hands. 6. Yes, I guess keeping court, you would feel like you are invincible. 7. Trying to fight. 8. Oh my. Speed, I guess, before he wakes up. 9. Fire. 10. Hard work living in the crypt, I guess. Page. Lahia. I am terrible with that name. Edgar Allan Poe. I like that. Charlotte Stoker as the queen. And Franz Liszt. All right. Well, there we've gone through all the cards. They're beautiful. They don't look like they've been hardly used. They haven't been shuffled, like riffle shuffled. You can see that. This was the coating back then. It's slippery, but it's sticky at the same time. You know what I mean? Like it really is glossy. Or maybe it's just, you just call it gloss. I don't think it's gonna, it's not the best shuffle. I think the size makes it very hard. Like I showed you the size. These are Oracle size. I've seen this deck before. I've never got to play with it or handle it or anything like that. It's beautiful. I'm glad I got to do a walkthrough to see all the cards. A lot of them I don't understand what they're trying to say, hence the book. That's the way to go. Your book, yeah. There's a lot of reading in here and not so much on the cards. You get a paragraph. Hi, I'll look at camera. You get a paragraph. That's really all you're going to get. I don't even know if they would have reversals. I mean, if you know the system, you would know reversals. Really not a lot about the cards, more about the lore of vampires and the history and everything you ever wanted to know. Interesting. Thank you for being here. Thank you for going through this with me. This will be available soon on eBay or Etsy. Watch out for those sharp corners. My goodness. Thank you for being here. Love you. Bye.